To get started, we're gonna get centered. So go ahead and sit comfortably, whatever that looks like for you. I'm sitting on a couple of blankets. I'm sitting cross-legged. You can have one leg out if you want to. You can have both legs out if you want to. Honestly, if you wanted to, you could even lay down. It's up to you. We're just gonna get centered and go inward since we've been outward for most of the day. So get comfortable. Good. And if you're seated, feel your shoulders relax down your back, the crown of the head lifting toward the ceiling. And take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Let's take a moment here to feel your body still. Cease all movement. And for at least the first part of this practice, hold the body still. Don't move a muscle, except, of course, for breathing. You can still breathe. But even the breath is effortless, autonomic. You're not forcing the inhale or exhale. And as you settle into this practice of stillness, you'll notice the tendency of the body to want to move, to scratch an itch, to swallow, to fidget. Hold all of that still if you can. Holding the body still. And a way to help that is actually to focus solely on the breath. Aware of the breath entering the body, inhale. Aware of the breath exiting the body, exhale. And over time, that need to fidget in the body starts to calm down a bit. They may or may not be the case for you, but just stay with the practice regardless. Just a few more breaths into the stillness, stopping the moving from the day, kind of hitting the reset button on our physical and energetic systems. Good. All right. When you're ready, please take a deeper, fuller breath. Bring your palms to your heart and lower the chin. Honor yourself as you are in this moment, body, breath, energy, and mind. And it's from that place within you that we'll practice tonight. So go ahead and rub the palms together, creating heat. And take the heated palms over your eyes and brushing back over the top of your head, down your neck, bringing yourself back to the room. Good. So from here, we're going to come on to hands and knees. So moving any props you're using, any blankets or cushions off to the side, and we'll come into table pose. So starting with some simpler movements and adding on to it from there. So with your hands under your shoulders, knees beneath the hips, inhale, look forward and feel the tailbone lift behind you. As you exhale, round the back, tuck the chin and tail under, cat pose. Inhale, table, looking forward, tail lifting, then exhale, round the back. Let's continue this movement on your breath. Inhale, looking forward, tailbone lifting, exhale, rounding the back. And just starting to warm up your spine here. Starting to link your breath and your movement, your action and your intention. And just getting into your body a little bit more. Good. With your next exhale, go all the way back to child's pose. Seat to the heels, forehead to the floor. Then inhale, float back up to hands and knees. And exhale, child's pose again. Please continue to move between these two postures. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, releasing back. Just allowing the shoulders to get a little bit more out of this exercise. A little compression for the front body. And some flexion in the hips as well. Good, a couple more times. Child's pose, exhale. Hands and knees, inhale. Good, and as you come to hands and knees this time, curl the toes under and lift the hips into the air, downward facing dog. That's the first down dog of the night, so go ahead and walk it out a bit. Pressing a heel to the floor, bend the opposite knee, creating some length in the legs and your spine. It's early in the practice, so just feel what's there, either to address later on, or if there's some relief or awareness you can give space in the body now, go ahead and do so, like lengthening the hamstrings, the backs of the legs. Breathing while you're here. Good. With your next inhale, float gently down onto hands and knees, and then release the feet. Exhale, child's pose, seat to the heels, forehead to the floor. Good. With your next inhale, come up to hands and knees and look forward. Really quickly, I'll demonstrate this next exercise. This one I find it's easier to show you than to tell you sometimes. So we're going to do a movement between child's pose and hands and knees, but there's going to be some movement with the shoulders. So it'll start from hands and knees. I'll take a deep breath in. With my exhale, I'm going to go back to child's pose, and I'm going to sweep one hand, in this case, my left hand, back behind me. And as I inhale, I'm going to reach the arm back, up, reach forward, and then exhale, release back down again, sweeping the arm behind. So creating kind of like this windmill motion with the left arm, okay? So from hands and knees, take a deep breath in. With your exhale, go back to child's pose and sweep your left arm down by your side and behind you. As you inhale, lift the arm into the air behind you, sweep it forward, reach forward, then exhale again, sweep it down into a child's pose. Arm behind you, inhale, lift back up, reach forward, and sweep it back. Just continue this movement on the flow of your breath. Inhale, reaching up and forward. Exhale, child's pose, sweeping the arm down and back. Good. Now, we're going to continue this side. And if you'd like to get the neck involved, and it doesn't make you dizzy, because it might, keep the eyes trained on the hand. So the hand goes behind you, you look behind you. The hand goes forward, you look forward. If that starts to make you look dizzy, or sorry, it starts to make you feel dizzy, just keep the eyes focused on a single point instead of a moving point. Let's do a couple more rotations, warming up that shoulder girdle. Good. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, come into conventional child's pose, so both arms forward. Stopping in center here. Just notice the difference between the two sides, the two shoulders. And then let's do the other side. So coming back up to hands and knees. Starting here, take a deep breath in. With your exhale, go back to child's pose. Sweep your right arm down by your side and behind you. Inhale, reach it up and forward. Exhale, child's pose. Sweep the right arm down and back. Inhale, reach it up and forward. Please continue sweeping back. Exhale. Inhale, reaching up and forward. This big movement in the shoulder joint here. It's also helping to warm up the spine because you have to come into a bit of a twist to really reach that arm into the air. Inhale, reaching up and forward. Exhale, sweep the arm back behind you. Again, if you'd like to, you can keep the eyes trained on the right hand that's moving. If that makes you feel dizzy, don't worry about it. Just Keep looking down or at whatever point feels like a good focal point for you. Good, one more time. And then exhale into regular child's pose, both arms forward. Take an adjusting breath. And then from here, go ahead and slither forward down onto your abdomen. And have your hands underneath your shoulders, hands underneath your shoulder, elbows bent, and feel your pelvis grounding into the floor. With your next inhale, roll the shoulders down the back, lift the heart and the head. Cobra pose. Exhale, release down. Let's do that again. Roll the shoulders down the back, lifting the heart, lifting the head. Exhale, release down. One more time, cobra pose. Inhale, lift the head and chest. And exhale, release on down. Curl the toes under, and then go ahead and push up to hands and knees, and we'll come back into downward facing dog, lifting the hips. All right. Inhale, float down onto hands and knees and look forward. So beforehand, the last exercise we did before cobra pose, we went to child's pose. We sit the arm down, back, and up. Now we want to go in the other direction to help warm the shoulder in that way. So what will happen here is from hands and knees, you'll take a deep breath in, reach an arm forward and up, and then exhale, come back into child's pose and sweep the left hand forward to inhale, come up to do the next round. So we're just going in the opposite direction, essentially, okay? We'll start with the left side. With your next inhale, reach the left arm forward, sweep it up into the air, take the hips down and back, and then reach the arm forward and up. Inhale. Exhale, releasing back, sweep the arm forward. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, coming back. Please continue moving at your own pace. Again, you can keep the eyes trailing after that left hand if you'd like to, as long as it doesn't make you dizzy. We'll do a few more rotations. Last one. Coming into child's pose. Just take a moment. These shoulders getting nice and warm. And then we'll see what that feels like on the right side. So go ahead and come up to hands and knees, and we'll start from there. With your next inhale, reach the right arm forward, sweep it up. Exhale, release back to child's pose and bring the right hand forward. Inhale, come back up, reach up. Exhale, sweep the arm behind you and down, then forward. Inhale, exhale. Continuing to move at your own pace. Again, you can look at the hand that's moving, so long as you don't get woozy. Let's do a few more. Inhale, reaching forward and up. Exhale, down and back. Last one, reaching forward and up. Exhale, back and down, child's pose. Noticing what's there. The shoulders, the spine, back, anywhere else that's communicating with you. And then from here, come back down onto your abdomen. So slide forward. Hands under the shoulders again. Hips grounding. This time we'll play around with half locust. So rolling the shoulders down the back, lift the head, chest, and the legs off the ground. Exhale, float back down. Inhale, float back up again. And exhale, float down. One more time. And exhale, release. Curl the toes under, push up to hands and knees, and back to downward facing dog. Again, we'll stay here for just a few breaths. Good. One more breath here. And then from here, go ahead and walk your hands back to meet your feet, coming into the standing forward fold. Press palms to shins, come halfway up here. Then exhale, release down. And stay in the forward fold for just a few breaths. You can relax your head and shoulders, your neck. The knees are slightly bent, just a little bit soft. Good. So from here, if your hands or fingertips don't already reach the floor, just bend your knees until they do. So fingertips on the ground. And then walk your hands all the way over to the left side of your left foot. Reaching through that right hand or palm. Release the neck. Take a few deep breaths here. And then carefully walk the hands back through center. And with an exhale, walk your hands to the right side of your right foot, reaching through that left hand or palm. And let's take some deep breaths here. And then walk the hands back to center. Palms to shins, halfway up here. Bring the heart parallel to the floor. With your exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side of the flat back. Come all the way up to standing. And then exhale, bring your palms to the heart. Resting in sensation for a moment. Your breath rate, your heart rate. Good. If you have a water bottle nearby, go ahead and hydrate. So we're going to do some arm swings next. I think many of you know this one, if not all of you. This is the three-part inhale through the nose, one powerful exhale out of the mouth with the movement. Now you'll start with the feet about hip distance apart, a nice stable stance. And the movement is inhale, arms up, inhale, arms back, inhale, arms up, then exhale, jab the elbows back. So that's slow motion. Fast motion, it's inhale, 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 exhale. Powerful exhale. And we're gonna go for about 2 minutes. So go at your own pace, all right? So when you're ready, inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Good. Three-part inhale through your nose. Powerful exhale out of your mouth, clearing your respiratory system. You want to feel the navel pulling into your body and up. Now you can go at your own pace here. You don't have to go as quickly or slowly as I'm going, depending on how fast you want to go. As you're moving, try to feel the full rotation of your shoulder joints. Back, up, back, and jab. Good. So you're about halfway done now. So if you start to notice that there's some fatigue, you can slow the movement down, but I encourage you to keep moving if you can, even if it's at a slower pace, because after about 90 seconds or so, we start to reset your nervous system, taking you out of that sympathetic fight or flight state and grounding you into your rest and digest parasympathetic state. Keep swinging it out. 3-part inhale through your nose, powerful exhale out of your mouth. Swinging of the arms straight here is also helping to circulate lymphatic fluid throughout your body, boosting your immune system. The powerful exhale helps again to clear the lungs out. Really great to do, especially if you have allergies. Almost there, about 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Whew. Feel sensation in the shoulders, your chest, upper back, core. Maybe there's a cooling sensation in the nostrils, a tingling in the arms and the hands. That breathing rhythm, the 3-part inhale through the nose, one powerful exhale out of the mouth, is called the breath of joy. You might sense some of that lightness in and around the chest and heart. Good. So from here, taking a deeper breath, bringing yourself back, take your feet about mat width apart. So somewhere between 18 inches and 2 feet. All right. And then go ahead and lift your left arm into the air. Reach up with your right hand and grab the wrist and traction that left arm toward the ceiling. Good. And with an inhale, go ahead and tilt to the right and breathe. Feeling length along that left side. One more breath. And then go ahead and come back up and release the arms. And then we will do the other side. Reach the right arm overhead. Again, with the other hand, reach up and grab the wrist and traction it toward the ceiling. Stay for a breath. And then with an inhale, go ahead and tilt to the left. Feeling length along the right side. Just a couple more breaths. And then come back up. And as you bring the arms down, go ahead and hinge at the hips and fold forward and down, just to feel that nice symmetrical stretch, especially in your lower back. So soften your knees a little bit here and allow your body to fold forward. Good. With your next inhale, sweep the arms out to the side with the flat back. Come all the way up, reaching the arms overhead. And then go ahead and bring your palms together at your heart. Feel sensation once again. Good. All right. So before we get into our sun salutation tonight, I want to work with Warrior 2 because we'll use Warrior 2 during our sun salute. And I'd like you to have some muscle memory of it in your body, okay? So go ahead and step to the top of your mat if you're not there already. And from there, step your left foot way back. It's a nice wide stance of the feet here. The back foot is flat on the floor, pointing straight out to the side. The back arch of the left foot arch, is in line with the front foot's heel. That's how you know you have the right alignment here. And then just take your hands onto your hips, and you're looking over your right shoulders forward. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, bend your right knee toward its own middle toe. Good. And then come back up. Exhale, sink back in. Inhale, come back up. And then go ahead and sink in, and we'll stay for just a breath or two. Check in with your front knee. If your front knee is further than your ankle, so it's further forward, I want you to widen the stance of your feet because you don't want to destabilize the knee joint. It's better to have it backed up a little bit than go too far, okay? Go ahead and straighten that leg. Take the arms out to the side, parallel to the legs. Turn the palms toward the ceiling. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend into the front knee again. Sinking into warrior two. Good, piece of cake. Now keeping the front knee bending, go ahead and take your left hand onto the leg behind you. Go ahead and reach the right arm up and back. Good. Reverse warrior or proud warrior as it's sometimes called. Good, keep the front knee bending. Come back into warrior two, arms out to the side, and then inhale, straighten the right leg and relax the arms for a moment. We're going to do one more version of warrior. So we've done two so far. We've done warrior two, and we've done the proud warrior, the reverse warrior. And we're going to do side angle as well. Okay, and we're going to put it all together a little bit later on. So go ahead and just take your arms out to the side again, and then bend the right knee, sinking into that front leg. And this time, take your right elbow on top of the right thigh, and then sweep the left arm up and over, reaching through the fingertips. Roll the top shoulder back. Create some space on the right side of your neck as well. One more breath here. Keeping the front knee bent, come back to warrior two, and then straighten the leg and relax the arms. Good, let's do the other side. All you have to do the other side is just switch the angles of the feet. So now you're pointing in the opposite direction, so if you need to shift in your space to fix that, go ahead and do so. Check in and make sure that the back arch is in line with the front heel. And we can have hand on the hips to start here and to see if we need to do any widening or narrowing of the stance. So hands on the hips, looking over your left shoulder, so forward, take a deep breath in. Then exhale, bend the left knee, sinking down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, sinking in. Inhale, coming up. And then exhale, sink in to hold. Now check in with your front knee again. Ideally, it's stacking directly over the ankle, but you do not want it to go too far. It's better to have it backed up a little bit. And you can get that, if your knee is going too far forward, you can just widen the stance of your feet and you'll be able to sink down just a little bit deeper. Good, inhale, straighten the front leg. Take the arms out to the side, turn the palms toward the ceiling. This motion of turning the palms toward the ceiling compresses the shoulders away from your ears. It's impossible to shrug. It's a great release here. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend down into the left knee, sinking in, and we'll start with reverse warrior. So take your right hand onto the leg behind you, reach the left arm up and back, and let's stay for just a couple of breaths. Good, keeping the front knee bent, go ahead and come back up, straighten the front knee, and release the arms. Good, we have one more to practice on this side before we go into our sun salutation, and that'll be side angle or side warrior, okay? Arms out to the side, palms face up. Exhale, bend into that left knee, sink down in, don't be afraid of it. Bring the left elbow down into the left thigh, and then sweep the right arm up and over. Think about rolling the top shoulder back, maybe even looking up if it's okay on your neck. Hopefully you're breathing. If not, just add it in. Good, keep the front knee bending. Come back up to warrior. Straighten the leg and release the arms. Good, all right. So whichever direction is the front of your mat, go ahead and step to the front of your mat. Have your feet about hip distance apart. Bring your palms to your heart. Just check in with your breath for a moment, see how it's doing. Is it moving quickly or slowly? Is it a full breath? Is it a shallow breath? Good, so we're gonna move on the flow of your breath. With your next inhale, please sweep your arms down, back, and up. Exhale, bend both knees, sweep your arms behind you, chair prep. Inhale into chair pose, lifting the arms up. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs, reaching up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward and down. Press palms to shins, halfway rise, inhale. Then exhale, release, and step your right foot way back. Take the back foot flat to the floor, prepping for warrior two. Bend deeply into the front knee, and then reach your right arm forward and come on up for warrior two. Stay for the exhale. Drop your right hand onto the leg behind you. Lift your left arm up and back, reverse warrior. Stay for a breath. Good. And then come back to warrior two. Keep the front knee bending if you can. And then bring the left elbow onto the left knee. Sweep the right arm up and over. Side warrior. Then come back to warrior two. Take a deep breath in here. And with your exhale, swim all the way forward, hands on the ground, and step back to downward facing dog. We made it. Inhale into plank pose or knees down. And exhale, just bring yourself down to the ground. Releasing the feet, pressing the pelvis into the floor, lift the head, chest, and legs, locust pose, inhale. And exhale, release. Curl the toes under. Push up to hands and knees, and back to downward facing dog. All right, so prepping for warrior two on the other side, reach your right leg into the air, and exhale, step the foot between the hands, helping it through. Back foot turns flat to the floor. Nice strong bend to the front knee. Left arm reaches forward and come on up. Palms to the sky, sink down into warrior two. Beautiful. Take your left hand onto the leg behind you. Reach the right arm up and back, reverse warrior. Keep the front knee bending. Come back to warrior two. And then bring the right elbow onto the right knee or thigh. Sweep the left arm up and over and roll the left shoulder back. Good. Keeping the front knee bending, come back to warrior two. And exhale, swim all the way forward. Step forward this time. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, fold down. And then inhale, sweep the arms out to the side of the flat back, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. Piece of cake. We're working with 3 different warriors tonight. It's going to be great. Let's continue to move and practice, all right? With your inhale, sweep the arms down, back, and up. Exhale, bend both knees, chair prep, chair pose. Stay for the exhale. Lift up, inhale. And exhale, swan dive, fold forward and down again. Palms to shins. Exhale, release, step the left foot way back. Back foot flat to the floor. Again, nice wide stance here. Bend the front knee. Come on up for warrior two. Sinking into the front knee. Good, keep that knee bent. Come into reverse warrior. Lift the right arm up and back. And then come back to warrior two. Bring the right arm down onto the leg. Sweep the left arm up and over. Roll the left shoulder back. Inhale, come back to warrior two. And exhale, swim forward, hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale into plank pose or knees down. Exhale, plank yourself down to the floor. Good. Inhale, lift the head, chest, and legs, locust. And exhale, release on down, curl the toes under, push up, and back. Again, downward facing dog. So this time the left leg lifts. Exhale, step it all the way through. Back foot flat to the floor. Warrior two, come on up, keeping the front knee bent, sinking in. Good. Inhale, reverse warrior, right hand down, left arm up. Exhale, back to warrior two. Then take the left elbow down onto the left knee, sweep the right arm up into the air. Reach. And then come back to warrior two, front knee stays bent. And then exhale, swim forward, both hands to the floor in front of you, and step forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, release. Sweep the arms out to the side of the flat back. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, palms to the heart. Let's keep this moving. Inhale, sweep the arms down, back, and up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep. Inhale, chair pose. Lift on inhale. And exhale, swan dive, fold forward and down. Palms to shins. Exhale, release. Please step your right foot way back this time. Back foot flat to the floor. Coming into warrior two. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, sinking in. Good. Reverse warrior. Right hand down, left arm up and back. And then come back up. Bring the left elbow down. Sweep the right arm into the air. Roll the top shoulder back. Inhale back to warrior two. Then exhale, swim forward, both hands to the floor, and step forward, or step back, sorry, downward facing dog. Inhale into plank pose or knees down. Exhale, come down to the earth. Locust rise, head, chest, and legs. Exhale, release, curl the toes under, push up, and back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts this time. Exhale, step it all the way through, help it along. Back foot flat on the floor, warrior two. Again, coming on up and sinking on in. Reverse warrior, left hand down, right arm up and back. Coming back to warrior two, take the right elbow down, left arm sweeping forward. Roll the top shoulder back. Come back to warrior two, and exhale, step forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. Exhale, bend both knees. Sweep the arms down and back, chair prep. Inhale, chair pose. Lift on inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Palms to shins again, heart parallel to the floor. And exhale, release, step the left foot back, back foot flat to the floor. Again, warrior two, come on up and sink on in. Reverse warrior, reaching the right arm up and back. And then coming back up, bring the right elbow down, sweep the left arm into the air, side warrior. Inhale back to warrior two, and then exhale, swim forward, step back, downward facing dog. Plank pose or knees down. Exhale to the earth. Come on up, locust pose, head, chest, and legs lifting. Exhale, release. Push up and back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts this time. Exhale, step it through, help it along forward. Back foot flat to the floor. When you're ready, warrior two, come on up. Reverse warrior, left arm reaching up and back. And then coming back up, bring the left elbow down, sweep the right arm into the air, rolling the top shoulder back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, swim all the way forward and step forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, release and fold. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up to standing. This time, palms to heart. Take an adjusting breath. Notice the quality of your breath. If it's deep, if it's shallow, if it's quick, if it's slow. It's your heart rate, your breath rate. I'm working hard tonight with these warriors. We're going to do one more round, and as you know, the last round has some holds and variations. So just do your best. If you need to come out of a posture because we've been holding it for too long, that's fine. And then just come back into it when you're ready, okay? So standing tall at the top of your mat, palms to heart. Finding that breath. And we'll let that guide us. With your inhale, sweep the arm down, back and up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep. Chair pose, and let's stay for 3 breaths. Feel the heart lifting as the hips sink down. Good. Inhale, straighten the legs, reaching up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, release. Step your right foot back. Back foot flat to the floor, bend the front knee. Go ahead and come up to warrior two, that is, and sink on in. So from here, we're going to move in and out of reverse warrior and side angle or side warrior. So take the right hand down behind you. Inhale, lift the left arm into the air. Keep the front knee bent, come back to warrior two and just transition into the side warrior. Inhale, come back up. Go back into reverse warrior. And then come back up and transition back into side warrior. One more time. Coming up. Reverse warrior. Coming up. Side warrior. Warrior two. Stay here, deep breath in. With your exhale, go ahead and fold forward and step back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale into plank pose or knees down. Exhale down to the earth. Feeling the pelvis ground, let's rise up into locust pose. 3 breaths for us here. Deep breath in. And exhale, release on down. Curl the toes under, push up and back. Downward facing dog. Good. So finishing out our warrior series, lift the right leg into the air. Exhale, step it forward. Back foot flat to the floor. Come on up, warrior two. And sink on in. Good. So 3 times moving between these postures. So go ahead and inhale, come into reverse warrior, lifting the right arm up and back. And then come back. Exhale, right elbow down, left arm into the air. Inhale, kind of like a blade of grass flowing in the wind. And back into reverse warrior. Then exhale, coming forward, side warrior. One more time. Inhale, keeping that front knee where it's at. Exhale, side warrior. Good. Warrior two. And then exhale, swim forward, step forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, folding down. Let's do that 2 more times. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, folding down. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Then sweep the arms out to the side of the flat back, coming all the way up. And palms to the heart. Good. You can release your arms down by your side if you'd like to. If it works for you, keep the eyes closed. We've been moving through this sun salutation, working with these warriors and chair poses and locust poses. It's down dogs. And as that movement ceases, feel your body come into relative stillness. Relax. And just be. And take a deeper breath. And feel your feet stack underneath your hips. With your inhale, lift your arms all the way overhead, reaching up. Exhale, release the arms back down. So that was anticlimactic. We're gonna make it a little bit more interesting. Lift the arms up and roll onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, release the arms down and roll back to the heels. Inhale, roll back up. Coming onto the tippy toes. Exhale, releasing down. Do a few more of these. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, back down. Relevating up on inhale. And coming back down on exhale. Good. Let's see if we can hold it. Let's give it a try, all right? Reach up on the tippy toes, on the balls of the feet. Try to focus the eyes to a single non-moving point, and think about squeezing the thighs toward one another to get that inner lift. Now, if you fall, it's okay. Take your time coming back into the pose. We're breathing, hopefully. Reach up, inhale. Keep the arms overhead, release the heels down, and then just folding forward into the standing forward fold. All right. So from here, go ahead and press palms to shins, come halfway up. Exhale, release down, step back to downward facing dog. Then inhale, float down onto hands and knees, and exhale, release the feet, child's pose. Okay. So go ahead and roll yourself up to a seat and bring your legs out in front of you. Legs out in front. Good. So we're gonna do some twisting here. And if you'd like to, you can sit on a blanket, a folded blanket, giving yourself just an extra inch or two in the spine can help out a lot here. If you don't have a blanket, don't worry about it too much. We'll make it work, all right? So go ahead and bring your right knee in toward your chest. Now, if you can, take the right foot across the outside of the left leg. Now, if the foot is trying to ground and just won't stay still on the floor over there, just bring it back to the inside. You'll still get a great twist here, okay? So if you can, take it across. If not, keep it on the inside. Now your right hand, so it's a right knee that's bent, it's your right hand that goes behind your back. And not way back here, you're not copping a lean really. It's actually right behind the spine. So that when you press the hand into the floor, you have no choice but to sit up a little bit more properly. Good. All right, now as you move into the twist, go ahead and lift your left arm into the air. Inhale. Exhale, take the left arm across the body, hook the knee, and look over your right shoulder, feeling the navel pull into the body into the right. Staying in the pose, sit up taller as you inhale. And as you exhale, twist a little bit deeper. And do that a few more times. Sitting up tall, inhale. And twisting deeper as you exhale. Last deep breath, twisting to your furthest point. And then with an inhale, carefully unwind. Now keep the top knee where it's at. Keep twisting to the left. Bring both hands to the floor next to you. We're just gonna do one little baby push-up here to help counterpose that twist. And it's kind of fun. I don't know, at least for me, it's kind of fun. Let's go ahead and do the other side. So extending your right leg forward, bring your left knee into your chest this time. Again, if it's able to ground on the other side of the leg, go ahead and take it there. If it doesn't, just bring it back to the inside. Sitting up tall, left hand, left knee is on top, left hand behind you. Lift the right arm up into the air. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, take the knee across the body, or so the arm across the body, hook the knee, twist, looking over your left shoulder. Feel the navel pull into the body and twist to the left. Staying in the pose, sit up taller. And exhale, twist deeper. Lengthen on inhale. And deepen on exhale. A few more times. One more breath. And then inhale, carefully unwind back to center. Keep the leg crossed, bring both hands to the outside, of the right side of the body, I should say. And then do a mini push-up. And come up. And extend both legs forward. Okay, so I'm gonna come down off of my prop here because I want us to give a try for something. So sitting tall, both feet flexed, we're gonna come into what's called reverse table. Now, there's some confliction in the community, if you will, as to which way the hands point. Um, I'm going to ask you to do whatever feels good. So what I do is I take my hands flat to the floor next to my hips, my fingers pointing toward my feet. Some people like to externally rotate the hands so the fingers are pointing away from you. If having the fingers pointing forward toward the feet feels really awkward, try the other way, okay? Now to come into the pose, I'm going to press the hands into the floor, feet are flexed, and I'm just going to lift the knees, scoop the pelvis forward, reaching it toward the ceiling, and then exhale, release the hips back down, okay? Again, you can try the other way with the hands if you want to. Let's give it another try. Inhale, scoop the pelvis up, lift into reverse table, then exhale, release down. We'll do a couple more times. Inhale, scoop the pelvis up, and exhale, release the hips down. Inhale, exhale. We're going to hold on this last round, so go ahead and scoop the hips up, reach the pelvis forward and up. You can relax the neck here a little bit. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the hips down. Good. That one gets into the shoulders, the wrists, the hips. Nice one. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of work folding forward over the legs here. Again, if you want, you can bring that folded blanket underneath the hips. And if you don't have one, again, we'll make it work. So the more access or the more flexible you are in your legs, the backs of the legs and the lower back, the closer the legs can be together. The less so, and that's fine if that's the case, you can take the feet a little bit wider apart, okay? So pick where you go. Lift your arms up by your ears and relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, feel length in the spine, lengthen the front body. With your exhale, think about hinging from your hips as you bring the heart forward. Inhale, lift back up. And exhale, fold. Keep the arms up by the ears. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up. And this time, go to your furthest point without collapsing and just release the arms down onto the legs. Grabbing the feet here isn't the goal. It's better to keep the length in the back, the lower back, than to overextend in your shoulders. Good. Let's take some deep breaths here into this forward fold and can allow the chin just to tuck toward the throat slightly. Now we're going to stay in this forward fold. And I want you to stop fidgeting, assuming that you are. And what I mean is to come back into that steadiness, that stillness, that all extraneous movement ceases. Again, of course, the breath is moving in your body, but everything else is still. And you can allow your mind to simply focus on that natural breath, not forcing the inhale and not forcing the exhalation either. Noticing when the body wants to move, acknowledging that need or that desire, and then just see if you can stay still anyway. Even if there's just a little bit of discomfort, see if you can stay with it. One more breath here. And then go ahead and walk your hands back, coming up to a tall seat. Feel sensation for a moment from that forward fold. All right. So when you're ready, let's come on to your back for corpse pose, Shavasana, our resting posture. Good. So coming to lay down, take your time getting there. And when you get there, allow your feet, your heels, to be about 1 to 1.5 feet away from one another. So about as wide as your yoga mat, and feel the toes fall away out to the sides. Your arms are down by your sides, palms face up. Your jaw relaxed. Your face and eyes relaxed. And once again, I'm going to call you into stillness. So take the next moment or two to get out any final fidgets to make yourself 10 to 15% more comfortable here, because you're always welcome to set yourself up for success when it comes to stillness. And then take a deep breath in and out, and allow all extraneous movement to come to a halt. Only the breath is moving, and the breath is not forced. And often as we start this practice of stillness, it's quite effortful. You really have to be vigilant to not shift or twitch or itch or swallow. But if you keep practicing, if you stay in the endeavor, over time, it'll become more seamless, more effortless. And the way to think about that is that it's not so much that you're holding the body still, it's just that in this moment, in this rest, there's simply no need to move. No need to move. peace, peace, peace. Taking a deeper, fuller breath, please. Make some gentle movements now, intentional movements in your hands and feet, your arms and legs. And gently bringing your body and awareness back. And when you're ready, go ahead and roll to your right side. And then transitioning up to a seat as you feel complete here. Take your time. And if you're still making your way to a seat, continue to go at your own pace. Once you're there, once you're here, bring your palms to your heart and lower your chin. And just honor yourself for the work you've done here, for all the effort you put forth through the honoring of your own inner stillness. And may all of that effort and stillness and this practice continue to serve you. So until we meet again, namaste.